On the table, we are going to inspect the all-new Micro Series scale of Fortnite toys from Jazwares. Hey everyone, this is Dan, and thank you for watching Squirrel Stampede. So Jazwares has introduced their new line of micro scale figures, and these are fully posable. They're looking pretty interesting at about 2.5, 2.25, 2 inches, somewhere around that micro scale. They each come with an accessory weapon and a harvesting tool, and the boxes they are in are so beautiful it will be a shame to open up. And Carbide, I don't think you want to sit on that toilet up there. Carbide, look, oh no, ooh. Yeah, that monument toilet, not so good. Someone turn the water off. Okay, yeah, so be careful with that. There's some pretty cool accessory playset packs with a micro scale line too. So let's discover these. Let's open a few up, see how they perform against other Fortnite toys, and have a blast exploring the new micro line.
Squirrel Stampede! Please squike, squirmint,
and Squirrel Live.
Let's begin with this group of posable 2.25 Fortnite action figures, the legendary micro scale. What first stands out in my mind in this collection is how close it kind of feels like trading cards. These boxes almost have a similar scale to a trading card pack, and the way they're designed with all the Fortnite colors and characters, they feel highly collectible in a trading card sort of way, something I'm going to have to struggle with in actually opening these. They look so fantastic in package. What I also really like is the identification of what wave series this is. Cloud Series 1 maybe? And then Chapter 1 Season 1 for Recruit Spitfire here. And then all of these are labeled. There's the Cloud 1, and then Chapter 1 Season 2, and Chapter 1 Season 1 for Love Ranger. So every one of those has that nicely labeled up front. In past waves of the Fortnite toys from Jazwares, say the 4-inch line, it got a little challenging figuring out, wait, what wave series is this? I don't know anymore. Although they've started to add numbers there too. And there's a pretty good amount of characters to collect in this first season, series, cloud, something. I think I was able to locate most, although some of the loot breakers are a little trickier. They must be super rare. And these are just dropping here in 2022, so it takes a little longer lately to get everything to find on shelf. Are we starting with Love Ranger or Tomato Head? Probably Tomato Head. Let's go with Tomato Head first. Very bright red packaging. I really don't want to destroy. This is going to be a struggle. Oh my goodness. I lucked out with this one.
What?
It just basically removed itself. That's cool. The card is almost secure if you're a card collector. But really, if you either open or you don't open, there's no in between. So out of the box, it's Tomato Head.
Can I have a slice of pizza?
No, Big Gray Squirrel, come on. These are fully posable, so what do we have for articulation on the legendary micro series size? Head rotation, shoulders on pin hinges, incredible. Basic elbow jointing, even some wrist jointing, that's pretty nice. Waist rotation there, hips probably on ball joints, and basic knees. And nothing on the ankles, which I can get behind because ankle jointing is often very difficult. And this scale is indeed, it looks like 2.5 now. I've been saying 2.25, but now I'm going to say 2.5. So a little bit larger out of the box. And Tomato Head has a shotgun here we can place in hand. So the figures do have some micro-sized kung fu grip to hold on to accessories. Real quick for scale comparison, if you recall, Moose Toys was the former holder of the small-scale Fortnite scale line with their Battle Royale collection. There's Skull Trooper on a little display stand. Moose went more with an action stance type of line with a little less articulation, but some pretty cool display stands and some more accessories. Typically the Moose figures had both a harvesting tool and some back bling. Skull Trooper has lost. So now with Jazwares we're seeing more articulation, just no display stands, and just one accessory. So a little bit different there. I'm kind of enjoying both. I'm wondering if I can use Tomato Head on this nice looking display stand. It's a little loose, unfortunately. And now that Tomato Head is out of package, it is certainly less impressive. This pack design is so cool. They would be really fun to collect a whole wall of them. A little trickier. Spitfire doesn't want to get out of the box as much as Tomato Head, so that's a bummer. And so there is Spitfire out of the pack. As for painted detail, they look to be painted pretty well for their scale. Look at that, we've got several different colors of paint going on this figure, and a really good paint on the face too. The eyes, how tiny they are. They are looking really well done, not crooked or any weirdness going on with this figure at least. So the paint app looking great, as well as all the fine sculpted detail. Now with 2 out of the package, I'm now seeing the absence of a display stand. How cool would it have been if there was a display stand with the same markings of the chapter season wave series 2? Would have been great, but you can't have everything, right? Let's check out Codename Elf. Codename Elf, a figure we've also seen before from Jazwares in the 4-inch scale. I think probably a Target exclusive Christmas themed pack, was it? I think. But there he is, again with all the articulation. I'm noticing the wrists are actually a ball joint on some of these. I thought they would be a pin. This one almost feels like a pin. Whereas this one here, I think I detected a little bit of a ball joint in there. So it's interesting how they're constructed, so tiny, right? And let's check out Zoe here, Chapter 1, Season 4. I don't think we've gone through a Zoe for the 4-inch scale line, so that's pretty interesting. Let's get her out. And so here is our first female framed legendary micro series figure. So far it's feeling like all legs and arms and headpieces and torsos are all pretty fresh and non-repainted yet. I'm sure there'll be many instances of reused parts and pieces inside. Love the green hair on this figure. It is so bright. She is standing out really well with the pink and the green on that figure. And the micro articulation is working pretty well on all of these. I like the Kung Fu grip. I keep calling it back from the G.I. Joe days. It's a pretty strong grip, and that is often really tricky to do in micro scale. I've had little droppage of accessories, so that's pretty good on this figure. Very well done with this figure. I think it's a fun one to look for. All of the coloring of these packs, again, really fun to look around for when hunting because they just stand so well out in a group. This is Love Ranger. Was Love Ranger really a Chapter 1, Season 1? And Love Ranger out with a legendary crossbow. This may be the first casualty of the micro legendary series with this elbow here. It's a little bit crunchy. It's not entirely in. I might have to do a little bit of surgery and get that to post back in better. But so far all these are holding up pretty well. I like how so far we are seeing an original accessory weapon with each one. No repeats yet, so that's kind of nice. So now we can look at a few more. Here is a Battle Hound, one of my faves. I always like the Battle Hound look. Battle Hound out, nice detail with the golden helmet there on the paint and the green eyes. Getting a little closer on this one. Nice, interesting work with the gold Battle Hound detailing of the chest plate too, so this is a fun one to look for. I always kind of like the Battle Hound character. Let's do a quick scale comparison with Jazwares' main 4-inch line. Probably, I would say, the most successful line of Fortnite toys is this scale right here. So you can easily see the Legendary Micro Series line is about half the scale than the 4-inch series there, although it feels like it's even more. Obviously, a little more detail with the 4-inch line can be had, with Battle Hound's helmet being able to be removed. Pretty sure if we try that on this one, we're just going to see a ball joint, but I'm not even going to chance it. Who else did I discover on my quest? Good old Dark Voyagers here. Cloud Series 1, Chapter 1, Season 3, opening up. Dark Voyager out. Always love the astronaut suit action. Blah 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 blah. Dark Voyager out. Always appreciate the astronaut-like suit of this scale of figure. Look at that all around with the nice orange striping on the paintwork. I doubt no flip-up visor. And continuing on with the unique accessory for each character pack. We're getting to that point where we almost have a battle royale on the table. Fortnite Red Knight is next. Nice red packaging there. Season 1, Series 2. Did I say Chapter 1, Series 2? That's what I meant to say. Red Knight here. Always like the Red Knight series. Looking great. Nice little medieval belt flare. Redly painted armor. And nice red-tipped boots. I almost thought those were her toes for a minute there. So obviously the more you collect, the more possibilities of a battle royale. Hey, let's be friendly, guys. A couple more here. This is a loop breaker. I'm not sure if the loop breakers are a little harder to find. Only a few of them are labeled as loop breakers. Here's Zero in an icy translucent plastic. I think the only other loop breaker is a Peely, but I found Peely in a multi-pack, so we'll take a look at Peely in just a little bit. So I suppose if you see a loop breaker, pick one up. Loop breaker almost disappearing into my backdrop icy table. Look at that nice translucent blue coloring on the figure. And you don't really see too much of the way they're structured with the translucent. Sometimes that will really do a figure in because you'll see all their like innards. But this one, they're still pretty well hidden. I see a little bit there. A nice head rotation there. Kind of spiky, icy character. This guy would be fun to like hide in an ice cube and then have a dinner party, and then all of a sudden someone would start choking and there would be Zero in their drink. So probably not something fun to do. I don't recommend. Nice looking minigun with this one. Maybe that's also the loop breaker thing, is having a minigun or a larger awesome scale weapon. And we can even get both hands gripping on, oops, sorry there, Zero. We can even get both arms grabbing onto that minigun. That is nice. Sometimes smaller scale limits articulation, but everyone's holding onto their accessories really well. By the way, I don't think we have back bling possibilities with these. Oh, we do. Okay, there's Zoe. She has a hole in her back. Oh, and there's a hole in the Zero back too. You can barely tell. So back bling is available for these, I would imagine. Yeah, Dark Voyager with one. I just assumed we would see some back bling by now. Hoping to see some back bling soon. I think this brings me to the last character found here in the single packs. There's Carbide. Chapter 1, Season 4. And Carbide out. Always a really fascinating, awesome skin. I love the armament of this character, this little mini Legendary Series figure. Pretty well done on this one, I would say. Probably top 3 in what I've opened today. Battlehound, Carbide, and probably Zero were my favorites today. Maybe Zoe too. So that is a pretty good selection of the single carded packs to keep an eye out for on your favorite characters of Fortnite. Also out there around it, there is some Fortnite squad multi-packs. So these might be a little more fun to introduce yourself to the 2.25, 2.5 inch scale line of the Legendary Micro Series, a squad pack of 4. We have a Cuddle Team leader. There's Peely in the multi-pack. I'm glad that they assumed Peely would be popular and got him in a multi-pack, as well as probably a loop breaker single pack I've just not seen. Then Bunker Jonesy, that's an interesting choice for Jonesy to start with, and a munitions expert there on the squad pack. And then on the back there, oh, there's also a Raptor out there I never saw. A loop breaker man cake would be really fun to play with, and Skull Trooper, of course. Skull Trooper's out there. So there's several more characters to drop, and obviously the way Jazwares seems to go, they always drop so fast. And so with the squad mode pack out, I just noticed that these are all equipped with harvesting tools versus weapons. That's kind of interesting. I actually would prefer a harvesting tool over a weapon, as the harvesting tool usually gives them a little more character. They're often themed to each character. So there's Peely out of the pack, so this is the most banana of these Legendary Micro Scaled figures. Bunker Jonesy is pretty nice. I like this one. This is a good one to take with you on a camping trip somewhere, I guess. You can really have some fun out there in the wild. Glad they included Classic Cuddle Team leader and the munitions expert here. That's a great Army Men-like classic figure there too. Camera back on Jonesy too. I really like how they did this one. Up there goes Peely off a banana peel. Even on his arms they've done some nice detailing. I am banana. So him and Peely work together really well in the squad, even missing a shoe. So a battle here has been quickly set up with the smaller scale figures, usually smaller price points, so you can collect a little faster. And with these, they're not going to take up more than a shoebox, so that's pretty nice too. And one other nice feature of a micro scale line, you're going to get micro scaled action playsets that are perfectly scaled and easier to build up. So here's the Flush Factory. It's going to transform, destroy a toilet. Is that something I've ever said before? Secret storage in the toilet. This is just wild and weird. So let's get this out. What is this all about? In the box, lots to be seen. The very tall Flush Factory. Again, what is nice with accessories in a micro scale line is the ability to give them a larger scale world. So this is a fun backdrop piece already. We have a bench. What are we gonna do with the bench? Well, it looks like Jonesy has claimed the bench already. He has the outdoors deal managed pretty well. Okay, so this pack has the exclusive Skull Trooper. I was wondering when this character would turn up, as it's pretty iconic with often Fortnite toyage. You usually always see a Skull Trooper. With a harvesting tool too, I like the harvesting tools with these nicely done too on the skeleton print on his shirt. Also included we've got a toilet maker. Nice little toilet maker arm. I believe this part rotates. And that's about it maybe? Oh, it rotates on the base too. Oh, and you can even move this. So it's going to make you lots of toilets. It doesn't extend. Whoa! Thought maybe I could extend the arm, but we're gonna make some toilets. Now this is kind of funny. On the box, the toilet looks huge. It looks like an enormous toilet, but there it is. It's a small toilet. A scaled micro line toilet to your micro collection. Look at that, even Skull Trooper here can sit on said toilet. This is so oddly to do. What is this, 2018? Was that the year where like Flesh Force and Potty Troopers and all those things were out? That was a weird year at the channel. Oh, it even opens up. The lid even opens up. That's disgusting, Skull Trooper. I can't believe you're doing this on set. Stop that immediately. So a small one toilet included. That's kind of maybe the downside. This is the Flush Factory and only one toilet included. There should have been at least 3 to 5 of these in my opinion. So kind of a fail there. The toilet does actually supposed to sit on this stand. How do we build this stand? It comes with this weird pipe thingy. Oh wait, I was wrong about that. Here's the larger toilet. So there are 2 toilets included. This was a surprise, the tiny toilet. This is the toilet that I see on the box. That is so huge. Toilet Confusion Day. And this goes up on the sign here. This is the monument toilet sign for the Flush Factory. So you can use this as a little outpost, place a character inside to ambush another character, close the lid if they want to nap. And it should break apart, which is just weird. I don't even see the break apart action here. Oh, it's the tiny toilet that breaks apart. The toilets are so confusing me today. I never thought I would be reviewing so much toiletry product on the channel. I guess I should turn into an all toilet channel. But that is the one that breaks apart, the little mini toilet. What an odd set. I just can't get enough of this. There's our little toilet arm again. I guess you can have it grab on. Other little items included, we have a chest. Is this a trash can? I think that's a trash can. And we have a teddy bear to place anywhere you want. There's stickers included, but I'm just gonna kind of leave them off for now. And the building structure here does a little transformation trick too. How do we get that to do its thing? This whole front wall piece must hinge down. Something's going on. I can see the backside here. We've got kind of a door here, so maybe we can slam out this door. It's really stuck now. Oh, it folds in. The door folds in that way. This probably folds down that way. There we go. So there's a little bit of transformation to the Flush Factory. There's even a character peg here for Skull Trooper to kind of guard his Flush Factory. So that's the first wave series of Legendary Micro Series. I'm not completely sure if I will continue to collect on with this series. I definitely wanted to see and feel the first wave, but the 4-inch scale of Jazwares is typically where I'm having the most fun with. And it's getting really hard to collect every scale of Fortnite toy because there are so many constantly being released. I think this series really feels best left in package. The package design was so nice, especially with the labeling of the Cloud 1 and the Chapter 1s in the series, and the seasons labeled so nicely. And the colors of the pack, once you remove everything out, it kind of loses so much luster. It's a great travel companion set for you. You can throw these all in a shoebox, so that's a really good thing. Little more affordable for the micro line, so it's got some pros, it's got some cons. Maybe if we see a village set, maybe a battle bus, we'll see as the line goes through. But it's always nice to see a micro scale line. And there we go with the Legendary Micro Series scale of Fortnite toys from Jazwares, a pretty good collection. If you liked today's video, please give us a squike, a squirrelibe, and a squammet. What was your favorite new Micro Series line Fortnite figure of today? And don't forget to check over at Squirrel Stampede Gaming channel. Maybe one of these days we'll even play a game of Fortnite. I'm trying to set up some new things, so in the next month or two, I might be running around on the Fortnite field, which is pretty scary actually, because I usually just hide in a bush. Anyhow, thanks for watching. That's what I have to say about that.